To analyze with the multiple time frame, we have two main methods. The first one is a top-down and the second one is down-top. And you also call as bottom-up analyzation methods. And in this video, I will talk to you what is top-down and bottom-up methods. Very detailed in a short time. So let's get started. The first one about the top-down analyzation. Top-down analyzation, it means that you analyze from the highest time frame to the lowest time frame in your trading system. For example, at this time you are using 3 time frames combined together, either 4 hours time frame, 1 hour, and 50 minutes time frame. At this time, anytime when you open the chart, you need to see from the 4 hour first, and the 1 hour and the 50 minutes time frame. In the 4 hour, what you want to see is the big picture of the market. Big picture this time to define the take profit, the market in the big trends or the range, and the second one in the 1 hour time frame. At this time is the current pool way of the market, or you also can call like define the main structure of the market, to define the recent trends of the market, to preview about your entry, whether your entry will be beautiful or not. And the last one is the 50 minutes time frame. In the 50-minute time frame, at this time you need to define the structure in the pullback way, and at this time in the pullback way you need to define is the entry, stop loss, and trailing stop using the 50-minute time frame. And the pullback way in the 50-minute time frame, you need to confirm the pullback way is finished. It means that you are follow the main trends and the big trends of the markets. I call it is the confluent strategies. And also sometimes you use only one time frame, is 50-minute time frame, to entry and trading with unconfluent strategies combined with the 1 hour time frame together. You can refer in the key level strategies in the supply and demand cost to know more about these strategies. Quite useful. And at this time, everything you define is entry, stop loss, and trailing stop. At this time, you entry and stop loss in the 50 minutes time frame, take profits in the 4 hours time frame, and define structure in the 1 hour time frame, and the take profits in the 4 hours time frame. Therefore, at this time, your reward break ratio is quite high because stop loss is very safety and quite small, and take profits quite far. But the win rate also quite high because at this time, your main structure in the 1 hour time frame, you understand about the big picture of the market, also understand about the smallest pullback way, whether this pullback way is finished or continue. Therefore, this time you entry with the confirmation signal of the market. Therefore, the win rates also be improved. For example, at this time, here is a 4 hours time frame. When you open one chart like this, the first thing you need to define with my structure, with my strategies, is to define the strongest buying zone in the market. The market still above this strongest buying zone, it means that the market is still in uptrend. And that is a function of the 4 hours time frame. And one more thing in the 4 hours time frame, you also need to define now the market in the pullback way of the 4 hours time frame. That's it. And come into the 1 hours time frame. At this time, you need to analyze from the 4 hours time frame to the highest high in the market. And at this time, you also need to care about the current structure of the market. At this time, 4 hours in the up movement. In the 1 hour also create the structure is the high low. It's the structure of the up movement also. And at this time, that's it about the 1 hour time frame. Come into the 15 minute time frame, you can see that here is strongest buying zone in the 1 hour time frame, also in the 15 minutes time frame. Therefore, at this time, 4 hours is the up movement, 1 hour in the up movement too, and in the 15 minutes time frame, the pullback way also finish. Therefore, at this time, you can set an entry right into the strongest buying zone of the 50 minutes time frame. That is the confluent strategies in the key level strategies with supply and demand. And that is general about how to analyze with the top-down analyzation. You analyze about the 4 hours, 1 hour, and 50 minutes time frame, and entry really nice like this. And the last one is what is a bottom-up method. This is a method is a reversal with the top-down analyzation. At this time, you analyze from the smallest time frame in your trading system to the biggest one. For example, at this time is the 15 minutes time frame. And when you open the 15 minutes time frame, at this time you need to scanning whether this time frame has the signals or the entry position you want looking for. For example, is price patterns. Price came to a strong zone like the key level, like the order block or the POI in smart money concepts. And the next one is 1 hour time frame. If the price in the 15 minutes time frame can have the entry signal like this, at this time you open in the 1 hour time frame to check again about the current pulse way of the market, whether price in the main way to preview about your entry. And the last one, if true condition of both was okay, at this time you come into the 4 hours time frame to check one more time about the big picture of the markets to find out the best play to take profits and also understand about the markets in the chains or not. I mean that is a big picture. Why you need to understand about the big picture of the markets? Because if you understand about the big picture, it means that if the market in the chains, in the big chains, at this time you can take the big profits. But if the market still in the range, but or the time frame above still in the beautiful setup, at this time you can take the small profits to be safety than to take big profits like the markets in the big chain like this. And the last one, if the market is still in the range, you need to tighten your risk management because at this time the markets have a high fluctuation, especially when the market in the sideways or you also call like in the range like this. And that is all about the top-down and the bottom-up analyzation methods. Thank you.